everyone. Welcome in. My name's Andy. My pronouns are they, them, and I am the CrowStitcher here on YouTube and over on Instagram. For anyone who's new, welcome in. I hope you enjoy it. For anyone who's coming back, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Um, this is Flosstube number 8. I did look beforehand. It is Flosstube number 8, and it is May 20th, 2024. It's Monday. And I just want to say how much I appreciate. I have gotten so much love and kindness recently from the community, and it's something I'm not used to, and I'm still processing. Usually, I'm one to always give and help friends or even just acquaintances. If I'm always a very, and I always have been, just a very giving person, whether it's time or things or whatever the case may be. And to just have people do that to me has been so I don't even know the word. I'm processing it. I don't really quite know how to handle it. Um, Obviously, my thanks and gratitude, but it's something that um, I just think speaks for this community as well. That so many people have been kind and shown kindness, and with just because, and it's so lovely to see. So thank you so much. I can't even express how much I appreciate that. Um, I have notes today because I have a lot I want to talk about, and I knew I would forget shit. Um, I want to start off by congratulating Kat, my friend Kat, over at Wiki Cat Stitch, who just reached 500 subscribers. Yay! For Kat, I am so happy for you. If you are not following Kat, please go give her a subscribe, watch her videos. If you like my vibe, you'll like her vibe. Such a wonderful person. So that's so exciting. And I will tag everyone that I mentioned, I will tag below, so don't worry about it. Who I've been watching, I want to share some people who I have been watching this past week. My friend Days over at the Days Man Zero just put up his second video, and all I'm gonna say is that he forgot to share 2 whips in his whip parade. And if you have not watched his second video, he shows them because actually I think it was 3 whips, 3 whips that he forgot to share in his whip parade, and he shows them in his second video, and 2 of them are just I don't want to give any spoilers, but you have to. You just have to. Um, Go check him out. He is my good friend, my stitching partner in crime, and I love him so much. And go, enjoy. You will. I promise. And if you don't, then you can blame me. It's fine. The next person I watched is Kelsey at stitchandchill. Such a lovely person, very calming channel, lots of full coverages. Love her. Go check her out. Michelle at Michelle Bundy Stitchy. I'm sure a lot of you might already know her or have watched her. Um, starts off with sharing a tarot card in all of her videos, has such an inclusive and welcoming space, is a designer, which I'll share in my treasures, talk a little bit about in my treasures. Uh, just some wonderful stitching. It's such a beautiful person. So go check her out. I've been watching her. Christine at the Apothecary Stitcher. So many full coverages. And the last video, I think, was posted a couple days ago. So many finishes and gorgeous finishes. So go check her out. My friend Eve at Queen V Crafts was sick, and I felt so bad. You could tell her voice, she was still struggling a bit, but she did it. A wonderful person is doing the again. If you like my vibe, if you like Wicked Cat's vibe, Dace's vibe, you'll like Queen V's vibe. She's doing the Deadly Aquarium SAL and the Femurs and Fungi and a bunch of other things. She's doing a piece from the Emma Congdon, the nature book, which I'll share later. Love her. So those are the people, well, not all the people, but some of the people I've been watching that I wanted to shout out. The next thing I want to talk about is a SAL I'm hosting in June. I did post about it on my Instagram, and some people have shared and talked about it already. And so thank you so much. But it is JuneDog, and I do host this every year. I think this will be the third year I've hosted it. This is my first year on Flosstube, though, so I do want to talk about it. So JuneDog is a lot of people in the community already have long dog samplers on the go or in their wish list, etc. And so JuneDog is where we just stitch on any long dog sampler. At any point throughout the month, you can, if you have multiples, you can switch between. That's what I'm going to do. It's what I usually do because I don't even know how many long dogs I have anymore at this point. So you can switch, you can focus on one, make your own thing if you want to work on it one day a week or whatever you want to do for a goal. It's up to you. Any long dog sampler. And so I like to let you know kind of a little bit ahead of time. So if you do have one that you want to kit up, if you've had one in your wish list for a while and this might be what you need to get it kitted up, you have time to do so. And so the hashtag is #JuneDog. I will put it below. So make sure you tag me on Instagram, because the whole hashtag thing, and then do use the hashtag, spread the word, feel free to join in. It's all of June. You can join in at any time in June. And I do have a Discord. I keep forgetting to share that, but I do have a Discord, which I'll put the invite link below, and there will be, I don't have it up yet, but maybe I think next week I'm going to put up, or the end of this week, I'll put up a channel in the community SAL section for JuneDog, so you can share your progress pics and anything you want there for JuneDog. Dace always participates. Wicked Cat Stitches, I think, said she was going to do it. Laura at Stitching by the Shore also said in her last video that she's joining. She found it on Instagram through the CrowStitcher Salendar account. I think I have that right. I'll tag it below. That is hosted by or run by Amity and Aaron from the Hathaway Stitchers. So yeah, I'm so excited. It's going to be such fun. I was going to do a separate video, like a Flosstube extra for what I'll be working on, and I think I'll do that later this week. I'm still kind of deciding, but it'll be a really quick, short video, and I'll just share the long dogs that I'm going to be working on and talk about the SAL again, just for anyone who might have missed it. So that's that. JuneDog. I love it. I love JuneDog. I can't ever get enough of it. So let's move on to stitching. Oh crap. I have a whiteboard that I found downstairs and I wanted to bring it up and then forgot, so it's fine. I'm dropping everything. Okay, so I have a SAF, a start and a finish. It is Unfiltered Poison by Shannon Christine Designs. And I did this for Murder May, hashtag Murder May, which is being hosted by my friend Kat. I will put that information down there as well. And this is it. This is my SAF. I did this on, I did this on a leftover piece of fabric. It's 28 count, I think. I did 2 over 2. I don't remember who it's from, but it was a one-off. And then, did I write it down? No. Wrong thing. I didn't write it down. I don't remember. But I used all the called for, except, oops, I need that. Except the pumpkins, the little pumpkins, I stitched with Rotting Pumpkins. It's actually called Rotting Pumpkins by Night Stalker's Calling. And then the Skull and Crossbones, I used Ghost Sheet by Cottage Garden Threads, which I think is an exclusive for Witchy Stitcher, which I did get on the Witchy Stitcher website. It comes in a pack of others. So that's my SAF, my start and finish for Murder May. And y'all, I need some help. Apparently I have a thing for poison bottles. So I need help with how to finish these. I was thinking of somehow, like, how could I get it on a jar, or like a mason jar, like a big mason jar? I don't know. But apparently, yeah, I have a thing for potion bottles, or poison bottles, and potion bottles, but everything for poison bottles. So if you have any idea of any cool way to finish these into like a collection, let me know. Share in the comments. Okay, now we're going on to whips and new starts, because I am doing the 24 new starts for May for the Fandom Stitching Central. My first new start is Wicked Witchcraft by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And I am stitching this on, I think it's from Witch's Garden Crafts. I don't remember. I had it left over in my stash and I couldn't remember, but I'm pretty sure it's from Witch's Garden Crafts, excuse me. And look at, his name is Steve. His name is Steve, and he was gifted to me by my friend Beck at Beck's Bin. Thank you, Beck. I love him. And this is my start. Small start, 200 some stitches. That's all you need to do for the Phantom Stitching Central. So I did a top right start. So that's that. This was another new start for May, and I am doing the Spooky Teapot by Tiny Modernist. And this also counts for Murder May because of the ghost and the crow. And I am doing it 2/2 on 32 count even weave in Amethyst Purples by River Hut Designs. And I'm subbing, I have it written down, I'm subbing one of the oranges for Gingerbread by Night Stalker's Calling. And then I think this is also from Night Stalker. Oh, this is Frosting by Night Stalker's Calling. So instead of the white, I'm using that. And this is my tiny start. So I did the moon in the center. And started the crow. And I think I may have lied. I'm doing it 1/2. And the fabric is much more purple. There we go. That's the fabric. So it's a lovely purple. And I just love this piece. I think it's going to look so cute when it's done. Oh, I love it. Oh, wait, did I lie as well? I did lie because I was working on the... I lied about everything about this. Okay. Let's try this again. The fabric is banana oil, and it's 40 count Verdal. It's from Banana Oil. So if you don't know Banana Oil, they're on Etsy. I'll put them down below, their Etsy shop. And so all of their pieces are one-offs. So they don't name them. And so if there's one that you like, you kind of have to just get it, because it won't be there again. And so that's why I'm doing 1/2. I did not lie about the flosses. The flosses are both from Night Stalker's Calling, Gingerbread, and the other one I think is Frosting. Yeah, Frosting. So I'm using the Frosting instead of the white, and the Gingerbread is for one of the oranges. I don't even know what just happened there. For that, just whatever. I got there in the end. The next one is a new start. It is Christmas Evening by Mama Witch X Stitch. Let me find it and get the picture up for you. Wait, it should be alphabetical. Why? Oh, there it is. I like markup because, well, for many reasons, but one of the reasons being that you can arrange your pieces alphabetically, or however you want. Look at how cute this is! It's the little frogs, and they're having their Christmas evening. Of course, for me, this will be Yule. I'll put it up for Yule, but they're just so adorable. Oh, love them. This was a new start for May, for the May thing. And I'm doing it 2/2 on 20 count even weave. And this was my start. I did a bit more than I actually needed to because I was having a good time with it. And it is sort of washing out, but this is actually green. It's a very light, it's 524. It's a light green. And then this is a white, a cream, and that. And then the birdies, I'm almost done with the birds. They look a bit terrifying at the moment because they need their beak, their eye, and their feet. But I'll get there. So I did a top center start. And then this is the top of the fireplace where the candles are on the right side. So I love it. I love Mama Witch X Stitch. I've already done, ooh. Not me just taking it off the wall behind me. This is a bat I did from Mama Witch. And on some scrap fabric that was sent to me by, I think, Witch's Garden Crafts. I put in an order and they just added this in. And he fit perfectly on here. So, I love Mama Witch. I have a lot of patterns and need to do more, quite frankly. And what did I get to? I think 2 something percent. Let me see. I got to 2.37% on that. So, not too huge a piece, but a decent start. This was another start. This is a full coverage. This is In the Gardens of the Moon. Artwork is by Stephanie Puiman Law. I am stitching it on something. How do I not? Oh, I do. Okay. Hold on. I'm looking at my notion. This is 25 count vintage smoky white, which I'm doing it on because I did not want to do a lot of white on white, and you will see what I mean when I get it up to show you. This is, technically this counts for Murder May as well. Shit, I didn't even realize. It's gorgeous, but you see why I didn't want to do, there would have been a lot of white on white, so I chose the vintage smoky white to sort of avoid that. And I did a top left start, so it's not going to look like much at the moment. I got 0.09 completed. There are 275,624 stitches total. And this is my start. So, a very small start. But it is full coverage, obviously. And I love the artwork. Like, let me just show you again because I can't. This is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And I just, everything about this, I love it. And the golds in the corner, oh. Yes, and like the space, the stars, and the I can't even tell you. Can't even tell. Oh, the next one I cannot show my progress because it is a Ko-fi exclusive whip, but I can show you a picture of what it will look like. I cannot give you any stats. So I have 3 projects that are Ko-fi exclusive. So any members on my Ko-fi get progress pics and stats on these whips. And I worked on, this is Love Potion Laboratory by Luthien Art. And so if you are a Ko-fi member, you will get progress pics on this and stats as well. So this is what it'll look like. It is full coverage. It's 300 and some thousand stitches. 360,000? I don't know. I could look, but So I'm not going to tell you where I started. I'm not going to tell you where I am. That is for my Ko-fi members. Either tier will get access to that. I think I clicked. Sorry, I clicked something and I don't know what just happened. Okay, I think we're still good though. I don't think I stopped the video. All right. Next one was a new start, again for May. This is Tap Dancers by Long Dog Samplers. Speaking of JuneDog, this will probably be one of my JuneDog whips because I want to get further along on it because it is a new start and I just did it the 200 whatever stitches to count for Phantom Stitching Central, so I'm not that far in it, but this is what it will, come on now, yeah, this is what it will look like. It is Tap Dancers. Let me cover my face so it hopefully focuses a bit better. Come on. There we go. And I did a top right start. And I am stitching it on. I think I decided 1/2 or 1/1. 1/1, 18 count Ada, it by Oak Crown Studios, and it was the May fabric of the month in the colorway Logan's Daffodils. And this was my start. And then I'll talk about other things I'm using. Let me get my board. And why I chose these. This is purple. It's not showing up. It's really cloudy and gross today, and the lighting, I can't. It's not showing up, but it is purple, I promise. And the yellow is almost like a, not quite neon, but really, really bright yellow. Does it help? That sort of helps. This is pretty true to color. Maybe it's still a bit more dull than it is in person. So this is the top of the ankle. The shoe will come down in here, and this is a little helicopter. So what am I stitching with this, and why am I doing it? I used to dance, and I used to be ballet was my focus, but I did tap dance and modern and jazz and when I was younger, and then as an adult, or ballet became 100% my focus. But one of the things about dancing, which if you don't know or if you've not seen anyone, is the costumes are extremely gaudy in person, like but on the stage and from far away they look gorgeous. So as soon as I saw this, as soon as this fabric came in for the Oak Crown Studios Fabric of the Month, I was like, yes, this is Top Dancers. Let me show you this side because it's a little more. So there's the yellow, and then there's some teal, and then a little bit of white. So I had, this is the purple, which is going to be the main of it, is Silks for You PR 158, which I had in my stash. And here, let me put this up. You can see it is purple. It is like a bright, brilliant purple. And then I'm going to use, which the helicopter is done in Karen Waterlily's Pine Forest, which I had in my stash that was gifted to me by Dace a while ago. So I finally found a use for it. And then this I had in my stash is Petite Treasure Braid PB205, which is a light lilac purple. And then I also bought, get it out, Krynic 085, which I think is the peacock. And I'm going to use that for embellishments as well. Yeah, I cannot wait. That's part of why this is absolutely going to be one of my projects for JuneDog, because I want to see this work up more. I am so excited for this. I cannot wait to see how I don't plan it out. I just kind of add things where as I go, and colors as I go. So cannot wait. The next one I worked on is Crow Among Purple Flowers, aka Crowley. This is charted by the CrowStitcher Studio. Artwork is by Simonetta Zambelli. And this is what Crowley will look like. Again, it's a bit more muted. It is more purpley and colorful. And I got to 1.27% and have 3,206 stitches done out of 252,000. And I worked on this a little bit to finish off one of the monthly prompts for Fandom Stitching Central. And let me get my thing again. I worked mostly over here. So I filled in a little bit up here and then came down and did that. So gorgeous. I cannot wait. Again, I can't wait to get more. Crowley's just going to be so awesome. Look at it from back here, though. Oh, the sky. Yes. Love it. Okay. Next, I'm working on for the last monthly prompt for Fandom Stitching Central. I still have about 1,000 stitches to go on it. This is Cake Shop, but artwork is by Teresa Mather, and it is charted by Charting Creations. And I'm doing it 1/1 full cross on 25 count Stormy Night. And let me show you what it will look like. And I chose this so I didn't have to, I chose this fabric so I didn't have to do all the white on white. Where's Cake Shop? The prompt is stitch on something fast. And I mean, dragons are fast, and I'm quite sure that dragons eat fast. So that's what it'll look like. I mean, obviously, dragons eat fast. It counts. And I did a top. Hold on. I did a top left start. So I started over here on that cake with the strawberries or on top or whatever they are. And I got to 0.96%. I have 1551 stitches done. And I still have more to do, like I said, for the prompt. About 1,000 left. So the last time you saw this, I only had the red for the berries done up here. The strawberries, I think they're strawberries. I only had that done. So everything else you see, I have added since the last time you saw it. And I love this piece so much. I say that for everything, don't I? Which is why I have so many projects, because I love everything. But yeah, so that will stay out because I have to do about 1,000 more on that, and I'm loving it. The next one I worked on is, okay, I had to make sure I had the right one. This is Free Palestine. It's a free chart by Modern Folk Embroidery. Oh, wait, yeah, hold on, wait. To get it up for you. It says, Free Palestine, are we not their brothers and sisters? And this is what it'll look like. And I did change, I added some green for the Palestinian flag, and I got to 37.67%. And let me get my board. So this is where I am. So since let me get my needle minder out of the way. So since the last time you saw it, I finished this side here of the and then this down here, and then this kind of this part here of the border, and I put in the A. And I am using, everything was from Stash, so I'm using 18 count oatmeal Ada, I think, just the leftover. DMC 666 for the red, and Classic Colorworks Bell Swap Pickle Relish for the green. And I just realized my nails match. My nails match the colors. That's kind of funny. So yeah, that's a free pattern on Modern Folk Embroidery's website if you want to check it out. Feel free, do the thing. Okay, get in there. All right. Next, I also cannot show you because it is another Ko-fi exclusive whip for my members. However, I can show you what it will look like. If you've watched any of my previous, or some of my previous videos, you will have seen this. I cannot give you a percentage or anything, but this is Raisin. His name's Raisin the Raven. And this was gifted to me, this pattern was gifted to me by Dace. And so I worked on that for this past week. And so Ko-fi members get an update on that as well. The next one I worked on is, where's my picture? The bird herd. There we are. Which is a free chart by, obviously it's just black and white, but it's a free chart. It is not the printouts in black and white, not the actual pattern. It's a free chart by Amity Boomerang Stitches, who is one half of the Hathaway Stitchers. And I'll put all the information below. You can get it from Amity's Instagram page, so I will make sure I put that below. And it's Bird Herd. Hashtag Bird Herd Nerd Sal, I think. I'll put that below as well. So if you want the free chart, still there, go ahead and grab it. And I am doing a conversion to goth birds because I need my goth birds. So these are not the charted colors. These are my conversion. And here's where it is. So since you've seen it last, I did this bit and all of this on this bird and filled in his eye. And I'm stitching this on something. Nope, wrong tag. Or is it? Oracle by Picture This Plus, 36 count linen, and I'm doing it 1/2. And these are some of the other Cottage Garden thread from the thread pack from Witchy Stitcher's website. So when I talked about earlier, something else came from there. Oh, this is the color I used for the skull and crossbones. And then these are the other colors, some of the other colors in the pack. So I'm using those for some of the conversions, and then some of the called for, and then 413 is a replacement. I think the only thing I'm using so far from the chart is the 832, which was called for. Everything else is my own conversion. I love them so much. Such a great pattern, and it was so kind of Amity to offer that for free. And there is, like I said, there is the hashtag for the stitch along, so if you want to join that, I'll put that information below. Love it. And the last thing I worked on is Beware of Dog by Night Stalker's No, damn it. That's the floss. Night Stalker's Calling is the floss shop. Night Spirit Studio is the designer who this pattern is from. Oh my god, I keep doing that every single time. And this was the August Patreon pattern. And it was taken from an entranceway in Pompeii. Not taken from, but inspired by, is what I should say. And this is how far I got. And I will explain in a second after I show you. So this is where I am now. So I did all of this chain, this top of the dog, this door, a part of the door, and then all the black over here from this part of the doorway. And so this was all charted in 310, and instead I am using Krynic 19019. And I'm going to use that for the chain. The rest of his collar, I think I'm going to fill in the eyes and his tongue. Then everything else will be 310. But, however, I counted, and I counted, and I counted, and I still am wrong. I'm 1 too short in this space here. So the chain isn't lining up correctly. So what I'm going to do is just finish the dog and then fill in the rest of the doorway after the dog is done, because I don't want a frog. Everything's going to be one off. So this is 1 too close. So I'm going to finish the dog, and the dog will be 1 over. And then I'm just going to fill in the door. So it's charted to basically have 1 space between the doorway and the dog's butt. So I'm going to do the dog and then fill in my doorway to essentially be 1 space away. It'll work. It'll be fine. I'm going to fudge it. I'm a fudger, not a frogger, unless I absolutely have to. So we're going to make it work. But I love this. I love this piece. I can't get enough of him. I can't get enough of him. He needs a name, and I don't know what to name him. If you have any thoughts on what to name the dog, let me know. Share, because I don't know. I don't know what to name him. He needs a name. Okay. So that's everything I worked on this past week. Where are my notes? Now, I'm going to share some treasures. So if you don't want to see treasures, thank you so much for coming. That's all the stitching I had. I will hope to do the JuneDog extra later this week and have it up maybe Thursday or Friday. And otherwise, I will see you next Monday. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to see my treasures, let's get into it. Let me move my bins. Ugh. Okay. So I have some treasures. Obviously, that's why we're doing this. You go there. So I got the Hilda series from Bendy Stitchy. Michelle Bendy Stitchy here on Flosstube, and I will tag her below. And she was so kind and sent me a free pattern of Hilda that I think was from a previous market year. And so she sent that to me too, and that was so kind, because I did not have it and did not know about it, so I was really excited. So the only thing I don't like about these, and it is an easy change, and I have talked about this before, is that her skin is green. And you know I don't like the green witch skin thing. But I can easily change that. It's not a big deal. And loved everything else about these. So, a very Hilda Yule. Look how cute. The candles on the tree. Yes. Hilda's hayride. He was being pulled by a frog. Like, how cute is this? I can't. Oh my gosh. Love it. Hilda's strawberry patch. And there is a hashtag. There's a SAL coming in June. I forget who it's hosted by. I will try to remember to check and put it in the description below about strawberry, anything with strawberries. So I think I'm gonna do this for that because she's riding a ladybug, and you know I love ladybugs. I have ladybug tattoo. I love ladybugs. They're so cute. But she's riding a ladybug and is picking strawberries. And this is what it looks like because it is folded into that carrot thing, or finished into that carrot thing. So that's what it'll look like. So you can see the whole thing. This is Hilda at the Apothecary. And the last one, I'm not going to show you the free one because it's just the chart that she sent. And the last one is Hilda's Brew. So I love those, and thank you so much for Michelle for putting that extra chart in there. I really appreciate it. That was so kind of you. The next one is a book I got. I ordered this a long time ago, a couple months ago, and it finally came in. It is Retro Fun and Stitches, and by Jane Prutten. I don't know how to say it, but it's a bunch of retro kind of 60s, 70s. Like I love the bus, the bug bus, the beetle bus. There's a bunch of teacups. Look at the scooter. And so I'm going to look at the camper trio. Like how cute. So our bedroom up here is I'm making it like a 70s goth. So I'm going to stitch some of these, but change the colors to match the goth 70s vibe. Like, look how cute this is. And I'm going to change the colors to match the goth 70s. So kind of blacks, grays, oranges, like teal. So that's my plan for that. I have to go through and actually pick the ones that I want to do and, you know, convert them and all that jazz. But and then I got Cross Stitch for the Earth. This is I was trying to figure out or remember what it was called before. And I have wanted this book for quite a long time and finally broke down and got it. I've seen so many people stitching different things from in here, and I couldn't wait any longer. I had to get it. So let me find it. Give me a second. I can't find it. Let me pause. And I'll be right back. Okay, found it. The one I want to stitch first is, it says, pardon the weeds, we're feeding the bees. And I want to stitch this first because we do leave any weeds that can be food or are food to bees and other pollinators, we leave. So clovers, dandelions, I don't know what they are, but they're kind of smaller and they get little purple flowers, kind of little purple, not really bell shaped, but little tiny purple flowers. Anything like that, we leave. So this is what it looks like. And I might do a color conversion to fit our decor more. But wrong way. Still the wrong way. I want to finish this so that we have a porch, which is a covered porch in the front, and I want to try to find a way to fully finish it so that it can be displayed on the porch. I don't know. If any of you have any ideas for that, it won't get direct exposure to the elements. It will get some sun depending on as the sun moves throughout the time of the day, but it won't get direct rain or snow, anything like that. However, it is quite humid here, so that is an issue. I don't even know if it's possible, but if any of you have any idea of how I could fully finish this to have it be safe to be outside, please share in the comments, because I want to do it. So I'm so excited for this book. I finally broke down and got it. Like I said, I've been wanting it forever. I kind of want to do almost everything in here, but that's the first one. Okay, then I got 2 more pattern treasures. The first one, I'm sure a lot of you have seen. There's a lot of these tiny towns. I don't really like most of them, but I do have a thing for Halloween, and I have a thing for houses. So I got the Halloween Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. Oh goodness. Look at the little owl! Look at the little owl. Isn't he adorable? Oh, I love it. Okay. And then I also got Suffrage Act by Little House Needleworks. Let me take it out of the bag so we don't get glare. And it says Suffrage Act proclaimed, vote 1920. I think I'm going to start this on Memorial Day, or as one of my, I'm going to see what I have in my kit, in my stash, excuse me, to kit it up. And I just think it's so, I think a lot of times we forget that it's only been 104 years since women could vote in this country. So I got that, and I got both of those from a new shop, Stitchy Spot Supply Co. I will put their information below. They don't have a lot of things, but they are obviously adding as they go, and I will put their information, not focusing. I'll put their information below. So always want to help support new needlework shops, whether online or brick and mortars, whenever I can, or just in general, like small needlework shops, brick and mortar LNSs. I think it's so important that it's, first of all, it's so amazing that they're starting to come back, and that cross stitch is becoming is the thing again, enough to have all these wonderful shops, wonderful LNSs and online shops, and the fact that more and more are starting to open and come out, and is just, I think it's so wonderful. So I support whenever I can. And then my last treasures are 2 pieces of fabric that I got from Kaylee 10 Stitch. and she put a beautiful thank you note in the order. And I will try to, God, I have so many things to put in the description below today. I will do my best to remember to put all these below. I will try to put her shop below. So she sent a lovely thank you note, and I got I had to. It's 36 count linen in the colorway Beetlejuice. I had to. I couldn't say no. And I already think I know the perfect pattern to put on here. It has not come in yet, but it is I got what is it called? It's from the Primitive Hair. Is it just called Sleepy Hollow? I got the Pickety Witch, and then I also bought, I think it might just be called Sleepy Hollow. I don't remember. When it comes in, I'll show you all. But it's from the Sleepy Hollow movie, and it's Katrina in the black and white striped dress. Yes, that's going on here. And then the tree with the blood coming out all over it, and the cardinal in the cage. So if you've seen the movie Sleepy Hollow, you know the symbolism of all of those, and I think they're gonna look. Yes, that's gonna look perfect on here. I might do the Pickety Witch one as well on here so they match, but I don't know. I'll see when the pattern comes in. And then I also got from them, I got 36 count linen in the colorway Osiris, Osiris, Osiris. And this is stunning. It's like a dark, deep purpley gray with light gray and like gold green. There's just so much going on in here, and I love it. And I know what I'm going to stitch on here. I'm going to stitch. There is a SAL going on for this as well. I don't remember what it is. I'll have to look it up. I think it's on the CrowStitcher Salendar page. It is Botanical Study number 1 by Pedal Pusher. I think this was a market release. And a lot of people I've seen are stitching it on this, or a similar blue, dark blue, which it looks gorgeous on there. Don't get me wrong, it looks stunning. But I got all the Weeks Dye Works called 4 threads. I just got the thread pack when I purchased the pattern because I liked the colors so much. Wait for it. Where would be the best? Maybe this side. Yeah. I'm going to put that on here. How many more things can I hold in my hand? Yes. I love it. I'm so excited. This was not a planned May start, but I think I might start it for May. One of my 24 May pieces, which means that will bring my total of whips and new start kitted projects up to 92. We aren't going to talk about that. We aren't going to talk about that. So those are all of my treasures. Put everything back now because I'm going to lose stuff if I don't. Because I have to say, I'm chaotic organized. It's organized chaos. Like I know where things are, but anyone else would be like, what the hell? You know, they wouldn't be able to find anything. So, but I'm sure a lot of us are like that. At least that's what I tell myself. Anyway, that is the Flosstube for this week, y'all. I am starting to prep for a mid-year whip and planned new start parade. I've done a full coverage whip parade, which I think was at the time 37. But I've started a lot more things. I've kitted more things that I want to start this year. Since then, there will be, you've obviously not seen, I've not done a full coverage parade that includes all of my whips. I've only done a full coverage one. So you'll see all the long dogs, all the other patterns that I have, like the smalls, the kits, everything I have kitted up that I have planned to start this year. Not things I've kitted up that I'm not planning on starting in 2024, but things that are kitted up that are planned for 2024. So I've started prepping that, and I'm going to try. How many more weeks do we have till June? Okay, like 2. I'm going to try to maybe the first Monday in June, which would be the 3rd. Yes. Maybe instead of a regular Flosstube, I'll do my mid-year whip parade on that Monday. I think that'll be good. That gives me 2 weeks to like prep and get everything as organized as possible, and then I can film it and get it up on Monday the 3rd. And so that'll be the Flosstube for that week instead of the regularly scheduled, this is everything I worked on. Because you'll see everything. Except for, and again for the Ko-fi exclusive whips, I'll show the picture of what it'll look like when it's finished, but you won't get to see the actual whip. So that's what I have planned. The rest of this week is going to be prompts and new starts for May and just whatever else I feel like working on. Probably Free Palestine and maybe Beware of Dog to try to get those closer to finishes. I will. I forgot to bring it. I didn't get much done, so I'll just show you next time. I did work a bit on the test stitch I'm doing for my friend JB at Just Because Creative. The My Body, My Choice piece, and I finished the B and started a little bit on the O, but there's not much to show. But that is still my candle making whip, so I will obviously work on that when I make candles this week. I have a couple wholesale orders I need to finish and a couple restocks for shops I need to make and get out, so hopefully there'll be more progress on that piece for me to show you next time. And then whatever else I just feel like stitching on. Thank you so much to everyone. Again, I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate your support and your kindness. It's been such a wonderful community so far. A couple people have commented about how it's so nice to see people stitching different things, right? And that we all don't have the same taste. And even though someone watching, like one person commented and said that even though I don't stitch things that they would stitch, how just enjoyable it is to watch me and others, because we all just share the love of cross stitch, and our enthusiasm and excitement is so fun to see and experience and be a part of. And it's so true. And I know I do that. I watch a lot of people who stitch things that I wouldn't personally stitch, but you can see their love and how much they enjoy the craft and get joy out of the craft and out of their stitching. And it just brings me joy and happiness to see that the craft is alive and thriving, and yeah, so thank you so much. I love your comments. Comment away. It brings me again so much joy to see comments and to respond to everyone. So again, I will be doing a giveaway when I reach 500 subscribers. I think, oh gosh, I was at 290 something. I think last time I checked. I don't even know. I could be wrong. Um, so that'll happen when I reach 500. And have a great week. Get a lot of stitching done, and I'll see you on Monday. Happy stitching, y'all.